What is up, guys? Diplex here again. Welcome back to Combat Mission. I am so excited to be back with another battle. Hope everyone's had a good weekend so far and that you've been enjoying the most recent videos. I've had a blast recording them, so here we go again. Today, we are rolling back the tape to World War II. This is Combat Mission Red Thunder, and in yesterday's video in Combat Mission Shock Force 2, we put 800 Marines in AAVs, which are amphibious assault vehicles, and LAVs. And today, we're not going to put Marines in amphibious assault vehicles, but we're going to put Soviets on tanks. We're doing a similar style assault, but on land and with tanks and in World War II. This is something I've always wanted to do. As soon as I found out that you can put Soviets on T-34s, if you can put Soviets on T-34s, you gotta do it. It's special. It's not like putting Germans on Tigers or you know, Americans on Shermans. Soviets on T-34s, you know, these tanks aren't only used as transports. The Soviets used them as frickin' battering rams, you know, like speeding up at the enemy with the infantry mounted and then dismounting in the last second. I don't think I can ever recall hearing or seeing any similar type of tactic be used with like Shermans or Panzer IVs. The Soviets were ballin', they were nuts, man. And I mean, this battle is gonna be as crazy as the Marine landing in yesterday's Combat Mission Shock Force 2 video. So there's going to be a link in the description box below to the store page where you can pick up this game. A lot of people have pointed out that they think Shock Force 2 is a little bit pricey because there's so many modules if you want all the different factions, because there's a lot. I mean, you've got American, Dutch, German, Canadian, British units, and Syrian, and, you know, more irregular fighters and whatnot. So, I mean, it's a big game. I mean, there's so much to it. This is a slightly more narrow game, but despite that, you have hundreds of units. This is the entirety of the Eastern Front in your hands. If you love the Eastern Front, Soviets versus Germans, the big giants of World War II fighting each other, check this game out. It's a standalone. It works great. There are plenty of cool mods for it. And, you know, it's much easier to get into Combat Mission with one of the games that are more narrowly focused and doesn't require as many modules and stuff. So, yeah, this is very fleshed out. Then again, you could get Shock Force 2 and just have the basic available factions without any of the additional NATO factions. But anyway, I do understand people's points. It is a bit of a commitment to get into. But hey, look at games such as EU4 and whatnot. They have DLCs up to like $400, which is insane. And I know a lot of people who would get that. So once you get familiar with the game, once you start really enjoying it, you're in a trap, because you're gonna wanna have it all. Anyway, so thank you, by the way, to Battlefront.com and John for providing me with the keys so that I can record these videos. Anyway, let's get to the battle. We have in front of us a tank regiment of T-34s. The HQ is here in the center on the road. 4 companies with a total of 10 tanks, including the company HQ. Here is the 4th company. Over here is the 3rd company, 2nd company, and so on. The 3 companies on the left side of the road all contain a company of infantry each. Here is the 4th company. No, sorry. Here is the 4th company of infantry. Here is the 5th company of infantry. Here is the 6th and final company of infantry. The battalion commander of all the infantry is located on the regiment tank. So that's how I've lined it up. It's very simple. It's very straightforward. And that's just the way I like to do things, to keep an order and an eye on things in the battle when things get really frickin' heated and chaotic. It's just nice to have everything grouped in a uniformal way. By the way, shout out to the Soviets, man, because, like, this is the first time in any of the games where I'm seeing a lieutenant colonel with a ballin'-ass hat, man. Like, I love a soft cap hat. No freaking helmets. I mean, all the Germans and Americans and Brits in this game are using helmets for their lieutenant colonels, which I'm sure is freaking fantastically clever, but you're not balling as much as a guy with a soft cap hat. He's the only guy within, like, you know, 10 miles with that hat, so, you know, Snipers, keep an eye out. But anyway, he's going to be back here on the tank, so he's fine. Now, these guys are kind of my leftovers. I couldn't fit all of the different... I couldn't fit all of the infantry squads belonging to each of the platoons, as you can tell here, that are all mounted on the various tanks. They have 4 squads plus the HQ, and I could only get an HQ and two of the 4 squads on top of the tanks. So these are my leftover infantry squads from the various platoons out of the various companies, and they're going to be acting as my sort of reserve wave here on the right side. So have I explained enough? Are you guys ready for the most absolute mind-blowing fight ever? I think we are. I'm going to go ahead and send these guys up at the enemy in a very quick speed. Fast. Let's go all out. And we're going to send one company up to the... Actually, we're going to hold these guys back for a minute. I don't want to be suicidal about it. We don't know what we're up against entirely. I've let the AI decide. Okay, but that is not always a good idea. Hopefully they're not going to be just packing mortars and frickin' pioneers. That would be a really lame opposition. Hopefully they've brought something good here that suits the map and my force, but we'll find out. We're going to send the second company of tanks up to the tree line here first to secure it. We'll do it in a quick speed. I'm not sure what the speed difference is, but we'll get them right up there, and then we can dismount the infantry into the actual forest line. So that should be pretty good. That's what we're going to do with these guys. I think we'll send these guys up as well at the same time at a slightly slower speed, and we'll send them up right there. That's going to get these guys up fairly close to the buildings, and we can dismount and engage. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think even these guys are going to go a little harder. They're going to get even further in there where we can then dismount the units and put them into the houses. Same goes for these guys. I want to get them a little bit further up. And these guys, well, just to make sure we can get them into the tree line, we'll send them up there. HQ, you can be back there. So that's what we're doing. These guys are going to go faster. We're going to keep the other 2 flank companies in reserve. Flank companies in reserve. Actually, I think that's a pretty poor idea. You know, the point here is to really surprise the enemy and catch him off guard with all the firepower we have. So these guys are going to go out into the field, carrying the infantry. Oh, they're going to be so shot at, though, by, like, small arms and everything. No, we'll do 2 companies at the start. Ura! I don't even know Russian, but anyway. East Farm, and then West Farm. 2 objectives. That's what we're capping, boys. Ura! Yeah, buddy. This is what I'm talking about, man. Oh, shit, we're taking fire. They got Germans in the tree line. Ura! This is awesome. Scheiße! Sowjetische Truppen! Feuer! Awesome. We're back in World War II, boys. Oh, man, are we losing infantry? I think we are. But we're gonna get there in fashion and style, man. That's what it's all about. Oh, shit. They got a lot of infantry in there, but we're gonna spook them with the tanks. Oh, we're firing shrapnel. Holy shit. There's a whole freaking battalion in these trees. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright, well, we can't do anything else but to assault into the trees now. Well, some of these squads are actually quite fine. Yeah, I'm getting these guys out now. This is a slaughter. If the Germans win, fuck it. I mean, this is awesome. Welcome to the show. Holy hell. One entire squad has pretty much been knocked out of the first tank here in the front. So they're kind of on their way back. I kind of get them. I'm going to see if I can persuade them to... No, I can't. They're totally shaken. Shaken. And stirred. Alright, let's get these guys out as well. He's only... Man, we're losing men here. But, come on. What was I thinking? I mean, the whole idea is if we assaulted... I mean... It might not have been the greatest of strategies, but I gotta say I appreciate what we're doing here. The Germans are gonna take more losses than we are, and that, I can guarantee you that. This is just the start. We have 2 more companies. Yeah, that is everyone out. Good. Over on this side. Sorry for doing this. Like, I usually do this mid-battle, but this is way too intense to, like, to disregard that right now. Like, these guys are doing pretty good. Yeah, I think we've absolutely massacred the Germans to a large extent, despite losing a lot of troops. I'm just getting these guys out. Don't mind me. Don't mind me, sir. There we go. Yes. Okay, we're gonna break down the fence. Breaking down the fence. Okay, the point of these guys is to still... So we're gonna kind of do this. And we'll put you right here, and your infantry squad can kind of just stay behind the tank. There we go. Perfect. So this is a little bit of a micromanagement situation. Da, 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 da. There we go. Okay, well, they're shooting at us with shit. I got it. Why can't I not call in my rocket battery? Do I need a forward observer for a rocket battery? Really? Really now? Okay, at least we're getting some kind of HQ somewhere. No. Stay in there. Get behind cover. Oh, that's our first tank burning right now. I don't even know. Tank crew's running away. Who are you part of? I'm trying to keep... Okay, you guys are... Okay, you're going in there. Okay, you're still kind of on the tank. We'll put you in the first level there. Why are so many people going into the same building here? I'm a little worried about that. There we go. You're not going to go there. You're going to... Nope. You're going to head there. Ura. Alright, perfect. That's that. We've stabilized ourselves here now. Okay, so... We're not the bravest or the most thick-skinned infantry here today, that's for sure. Well, we'll try and get closer to the tree line. I think this will put us out of anti-tank grenade range or anything like that still. Besides, I mean, the Germans, how are they still holding? They must be the toughest guys around. I mean, I'm stunned. We seem to be running away more. I really can't urge this enough. Like, we have to get... No. Back into the open is less safe than at the enemy. And I know it's a discouraging feeling, but feel the power of Stalin. Feel the... You know, think about all the terrible things he did to Moscow. Fucking tearing down... I've read a book recently called Moscow 1941. Written by a Russian expert, a British Russian expert who's been an ambassador and, you know, back and forth, had pretty much spent his entire life in Moscow and, you know, and around the world during the Cold War and later on as well. Super interesting to read. It's mainly about Moscow and Russia or the Soviet Union during World War II, and especially during the siege of Moscow in late 41 to early 42. But it's also about the history of the city from when the Bolsheviks came into power and how they changed things and how people were forced to live, and, you know, the some of these minor upsides and mostly all the downsides to the things that they did to the city and the people living there. But it's interesting how they, like, renamed every single factory and store to, like, Gourmet Food Store 1 and, like, Factory Number 22 instead of just having other things. But yeah, that's besides the point. We're here to honor the Soviets, apparently, not to shit on them for their terrible choices. Anyway, let's move up again. There we go. Now it's time for the second wave to head up to the second tree line. I feel like we've... Oh, there's a lot of packs here. Look at the packs. They're all among that fucking road. I really wish we could call in the rocket artillery. We can't, though, for some reason. It's denied. Apparently, we need a forward observer. I read nothing about requiring a forward observer. So what is this bullshit, man? Denied. Why? It usually says requires forward observer, but I guess not this time around. All right, now it's the time to initiate the second wave. Boom. Boom. And we'll get these guys up to the sort of like first line by the fence there. To provide machine gun support. Rifle support. There we go. Okay. Давай! Well, we've lost a few T-34s. That's for sure. Okay, we're gonna lose a few more probably by the end of the day. But the second stage of the fight has just commenced now. How are we doing here? These tanks are all fine. These tanks are fine. We're even firing shrapnel still at the enemy. Okay, but we're starting to get into the tree line now. It's vital we capture it with the infantry we have left. See, the Germans are retreating now. They're retreating in the open. That's great. Just stay down, comrades. Wow, there's a lot of platoon boys here. Now, get inside, mates. The absolute safest place to be right now is inside one of these buildings. Why would you leave it? Alright, here we go. Second stage of the attack. On both flanks. Left, right, and center. Ah, yeah, we're gonna gun down the Germans in the open now. Screenshot time. Hoorah! They're going nuts, bro. They're shooting PPSHs from the tanks as well. Yeah! Woo! Actually, fuck it. Go, 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 go. Now we gotta start angling ourselves because the Germans are doing a similar thing to us right now. See, this is what we gotta do. This is what we gotta do, Larry. Oh, Larry. Okay, let's move up a little bit. Alright. Okay, so that didn't work as according to the plan. 2 tanks lost, but we'll try and... Oh, let's not lose 1st Company HQ. That would just suck. Alright, there we go. Let's try and get the infantry into the forest. Everyone. Yes, everyone. You guys can kind of take cover behind the tanks. I don't think that's a terrible idea actually. There we go. But the rest try and make it in there. All right, interesting. This is just wow. We haven't still cleared out the forest. They have Germans here on the left side. And oh boy, are we like down on numbers, like terribly. But we're assaulting in now. This is a terrible idea, but yet so maybe terribly executed. I don't know. Like it's beautiful. I wish we had the rocket artillery suppressing the enemy. I really wish we did, you know? I really, really wish we did. It would have been terrific to have big-ass rocket artillery. But we don't, so. What can I do about that? Over here, well, this has turned into a bit of a clusterfuck as well. It's like, are my tanks not that great? What is going on? Like, it's... The enemy isn't that concealed. They're in the tree line. Like, this should be... We're just being picked off by German, this is a disaster. This is a slaughter. This is an absolute slaughter. I'm not even sure what to do with the manpower I got here. What can we do? Can we, like, crawl them up? What is the Germans even, like, having right now? How's this pack not destroyed yet? Well, there's a detonation nearby. Yeah, see, now I think... Like, oh my god. What the fuck? Alright, time for the next stage. Now that we've kind of cleared the forest line, or the tree line. See, it's not that bad, though. Most of these tanks are all doing pretty great, so... Now we're gonna move through the tree line here with the armor that we have here. Okay, he's down. These guys are functioning. We're gonna have to form new little tank parties here. Oh, there's so many tanks destroyed, man. Jesus. It's snipers. Like, go places, please. Please go places. Like, these guys are so shaken I can't even command them. What have you guys seen? What is so terrifying about this? You've been fighting on the Eastern Front for years. You got 100 tanks backing you up against a few Pack 40s. I mean, I know they're Germans and all, but don't believe the propaganda. They're literally not the devil. I suppose portraying the enemy as the devil is just scary. Why? Why say that the devil is like upon you? Resist the devil. Like, you can't resist a... He's not a god, but you know what I mean, like a godlike character of or, you know, I don't even know what the devil is defined as in any religious matter or meaning, but anyway, I mean, it's not a god for sure, but you know what I mean. Anyway, there's a tank destroyer up there, and there are packs doing the very same thing tanks destroyer do, which is destroying our tanks. Wouldn't call it a rage video, but we're being, I mean, maybe we need to even get closer to the packs. I just don't know what's going on. How many packs could they possibly have? What is causing such a commotion here? I mean, I still got a lot of T-34s, don't get me wrong, but the whole putting infantry on the armor kind of thing is a little bit debunked right now because it's not that great. It's not superb. Dismounted. Does that mean I can get you back in there? We'll try. Try and embark. Many of these have just been dismounted, which means I can probably get them to reacquire it, okay? But these guys, this is a lot of infantry. I think I gotta use more infantry. All of these guys can assault across the field. We'll run across the field right there. Go. So everyone's doing that. I can't even command half of these guys, but that's fine. Let's get the other remnants into the tree line now that the packs have stopped firing at us. Let's get everyone into the tree line back there. We got a lot of infantry, or at least a lot of squads. We also got a lot of casualties. Do we need to leave anyone behind here to check for wounded or something? I mean, I don't know. Guess we don't have time for that. Guess we don't do it like that. Yeah, great first crew. I was asking you to like pretty much acquire the tank, not sit on it. Can I ask you to acquire it? If it's not their tank, they're not going to be able to take it. It's a little silly, but that's kind of how it is. Can you try and embark that one? Okay, now we're firing the mean stuff here into the forest. We're gonna get closer to the enemy this way. Once we've knocked out the packs, we should be pretty good. At this range, the packs are inferior. And look, we still got yeah, we're doing good, guys. We're doing great. We're doing fucking great, guys. Get to the forest, guys. If I can get my infantry into this forest line, that would be great. Oh, they got Germans. From where? Oh, that's a long distance. Oh, they can gun down in the open. Terrible. Terrible. Just like the battalion commander I am, I shouldn't care about it. I should just be like, well, that's how it is. Okay, comrades. Tavarish. It's time to move. There we go. Let's move up, guys. Everyone out of the forest. Can you, like, get back in that tank? I'm just trying to see if I can get people back in here. Time to move up the 2nd Company HQ up there. How have we lost so many tanks? Alright, snipers. Time to move up a little bit. It's not asking too much. Don't even consider not obeying my orders right now. Do I have any commissars on the ground, like any NKVD personnel that can just execute at will? That would be terrific. I mean, I'd rather just have the tank crew sitting on the tanks instead of just being on the ground. They're confusing the hell out of me. I don't even know who I can command or not. All right, but I think if we mass the guns like this... Come on. I got a crap ton of infantry here. Get down, get in cover. Return fire. You know the drill. I'd rather you actually carry the rifles instead of them having them on your back. Alright. Alright, we gotta do a little intercept action here. We gotta bring some tanks to this side to help out. Alright, now we're getting some support fire going over here, so this is good. Hey, sniper! Vasily Zaitsev. Or Vasily Zaitsev. Nice. Look at this though. He's sniping. Alright, I think we can win this. I think we've just taken a demoralizing amount of casualties so early on that it's not fun. Anyway, but we're pacing ourselves out here. There we go. We'll overcome the enemy with just sheer numbers. It's a terrible way to win, but it's a comfortable way to win. We'll leave the left flank or the right flank there to cover fire. Shit, I mean, you tank crewmen, I mean, if you're just gonna sit around, like, use your pistols. Get in there. Everyone is needed. All right, let's try and let's ship people to the right side because it seems a little safer or a little less absolute dangerous. All right, so far, how are you thinking? How's it going, guys? Are we doing it? Are we doing it? I think we are. Man, I could really make more love to Red Thunder. This is a good game. This is fun, man. I've been missing World War II. All right, now that we have a crap ton of infantry here, let's oorah the enemy a little bit. And these guys are mostly doing quite well, so let's assault across. All right, guys, let's go, let's go, let's go. You know, it's much easier playing British or American, because then I could really, like, live into the whole thing, you know. Let's get these guys lined up for more action. Sniper. Let's actually start mounting a few more guys. I mean, they're singular dudes. But, you know. We can start mounting them. There we go. Alright, we got a lot of Soviets now clearing the forest. And these tanks, I don't know what they did really. They just... They got the Germans to stop firing. Look at the amount of manpower we have here, though. Alright, they're on the march. They're on the slow march. Dismounted, so it's... Yeah, we're not going to get these back. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Alright, fourth squad. This is a lot of infantry, boys. This is a lot of infantry. Infantry. I don't know how many casualties we've taken in each of these. Some of these guys are like down to 3. Some have full. You know, it's mixed. But I wish it would show you the total selected when you did this, like a little button somewhere where it just said the amount. But this is a lot. And okay, I think it's safe. What happened to my accent right now? I think it's safe to do a move order, which means they progress slowly, and everyone's gonna hit the next tree line there, which is perfect, because we don't want to exhaust these guys too much. But this is oorah. There's a lot. Wow. All right, these guys are gonna assault. These guys are gonna kind of clear the forest line a little bit more. We're gonna angle these tanks here. And then we're going to drive him up. I am just off the chart right now with my pronunciation. Nothing's making any sense. 2 tanks here, though, that are functioning. What a surprise. Nice. Move them up. Ooh, I like being Pultbukov. I can't remember. God, I used to know. Now I don't know. I used to know. No. Wait. Let's get this. Let's bring the snipers up a tiny bit. Can you crawl up without causing too much of a commotion? Actually, let's put the snipers up here by the edge of the tree line. All these marksmen are going to do some work. And then I'm going to move the guys who we're not going to have up here back down. There we go. And then these guys are going to head up here. Yeah, I think this is good. Reverse. It's just everyone's dying. Wow, they're hiding under the tank. I think that's why we can't move. They're literally hiding under the tank. Okay, well. All right. First crew. That one's immobilized, so that's why they've gotten out. We're ready for the next assault, and that's gonna be probably even not worse, but you know what I mean. Like it's gonna be crazy. Let's consolidate the forces here. Nice, Commandeer. Hoorah! They're doing the hoorah business here, man. I love this. This is just love. Let's get these guys into the next area there. Look at all these stragglers. They're so tired. Don't you worry, guys. You're part of my new penal battalion. So I'd rather long distance walking. If they're rested, these guys are all rested. Look, so they can run these like 100, 200 meters. That's fine, but you don't want to run them for too long. Wow, there are still. See, we're losing Soviets here, but we're killing the Germans. They're so hardcore, man. They're dedicated to defending every inch here. Hey, that's our job. You guys took our motherland, not the other way around. We'll take yours, though. We'll take it, and then we'll split it. Like a cake. Why do that, man? I mean, I guess maybe it made sense at the time, but... yeah. You can still, in Berlin and Germany in general, there are still the effects of having a divided nation. You know, the different economies of the world, and the East Pac and the West Pac, or bloc, whatever you want to call it, just had such a tremendous impact on on Germany in general, and you can still see it today. And I mean, I've been to Germany so many times, and I mean, I don't want to speak for any German citizens. I mean, that's not my job here or anything, but my German brothers in the comment section down below maybe can testify to that more. There's just different, difference in industrialization, and how much money has been spent elsewhere, or how it's just different how the country looks. All right, let's go. Let's run. Let's get the next level of infantry up on the tanks. Машину. Давай. I don't even know what they're saying, man. All right, so these guys have made it far. My assault troop has. Some of these guys have taken so many casualties though getting up here. All right, are we ready for the next push? I think we are. As a matter of fact, I'm going to run these guys up to the tanks here and put them on. Let's get these guys into sort of like a cover fire position. These guys are pretty fresh, so we'll just crawl them up to the edge of the forest. You guys are good here. Oh, wow. Some of these squads have taken so many casualties during the clearing. Okay, you're good there. You guys slow crawl here and stay there. You guys slow crawl here, stay there. You guys slow crawl here and stay there. You guys, these are all pretty fresh, mostly. You guys are gonna move up to the left side of that forest. You guys are gonna consolidate here on the right side. Actually, in fact, all you guys are gonna head here because they're kind of taking some funky ass flank fire from over there, and we gotta root that out. All right, time for the next stage. As soon as the right guys here maneuver up. Okay. Just get on the tanks, boys. I don't know. I don't care what infantry unit you're part of. If you're game tabbed out, unfortunately, so I don't know. I usually miss out on a minute of footage when that happens, but we're just gonna resume the plan by mounting the infantry here on the tanks, and then we're gonna send them up in a joint assault with everyone. How's it looking down here? How are we? Are like people starting to get their bearing again? I think they are. I might want to just push a T-34 down the main boulevard here. It's like pushing a Beamer down Broadway, you know what I'm saying? Embark there. Yeah, let's get some of these PPSH squads and everything ready for the next assault. Oh, I can get a lot of guys up in here. A lot, look. I'll leave the sniper here. He's doing good. Yo, the amount of troops I can put on this tank right now. How are they all fitting? Alright, I think that's about it. Commander, ready. Commandeer. And here's Battalion HQ, or Regiment HQ rolling up soon. This is just, there's just a lot of carnage back here, like wounded and shit, so we don't really have time to work with that right now. Are you guys getting on the tanks? Good. They're rattled, but they're getting on their armor. Maybe they're rattled because they know what's going to happen next. I don't blame them. Yeah, let's do it. All right. Here it goes, guys. Time to cross now. We're taking fire from somewhere up there. I don't know what that's about. We're going to assault with these guys up here as well. And these guys are going to commit to more of a straight push there. Because we just need all the infantry up at the same time now. Pause this for a minute. Sorry about that. Let's bring these guys up there. And let's push these tanks. Wow, great job. Honestly, not sure these two HQs are going to matter much, but let's just try and quickly... Oh, there's no room anywhere. Alright, we'll just do this anyway then. Whatever. I think the less infantry we put on tanks now, the better. These guys are going to commit to the long haul. I'm worried having them out this in the open is just going to be devastating. And I know there's anti-armor... Oh, fuck. These guys are going to have a different approach now. We're going to send them up this way. They're going to rush here. We need more tanks on this way. Now that we're focusing a lot here on the right side, I think we can push more down that side. Oh, this is terrific, guys. This battle is longer than I anticipated, but it's terrific. It's terrific. Yeah, we're firing that shrapnel. We got infantry support. Whoa, are those Stugs? Yo, bro. We got Stugs right up ahead. Oh, crap. Legit just try and get to the forest line. See if you can return fire. Can you not spot them, Commander? You should be able to see them. If they see you, you ought to see them. Commandeer. I don't even... Can we even penetrate a Stug at this range with the... Oh, he's scanning. Alright, well, he can fire, so if they show themselves again, we got 2 tanks that are functioning over there. That was a bit of a failed attack. We did good here. With this, these guys did great. Time to get the infantry out on this side. Roll up the armor a bit. We're going to cross in through the forest with the armor. Yeah, let's just get these guys up. There's no point in having them out here in the open. The more guns we get up to the next set of trees, the better. Some of these squads are actually quite healthy. But I wouldn't. I think most of them would need a bit of a doctor's checkup right now. So this tank is going to ferry troops to the next... Look at the amount of troops it's going to ferry. That's awesome. Ferrying troops, man. That's what we're up to right now. We're gonna mount up 2 tanks here as well. We're creating a bit of a transportation system here. Okay, so are you still just firing at the ground? Come on, guys. Your fellow tankists need your help. Oh man, we're getting flank shot though. But we're still. But how? But we're assaulting up this way. Oh no, we're pulling back. They're retreating. Don't retreat, comrades. Not one step backwards, huh? Did you not get the memo? I mean, I get it. They're like everyone breaks sooner or later. It doesn't matter how many men you've got behind you or how many tanks are moving up on all the flanks like we got here. This is gonna happen sooner or later. Okay, this is what I'm excited for next because I think this could be a big breakthrough. I really think this could be a big breakthrough. Can we just y'all get on some tanks or something? There we go. I don't even know what you guys are doing here, but you got some squads. Just might as well move up there. Yeah, get a move on. Get a move on. We are cleaning up the past here. Get on the tank. I don't care what you're doing. We need to move troops up. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Alright, Battalion HQ, where you at? Brudda? Here you are. Okay, you can get out now. You can just occupy that building. We don't really need you in the heat of battle. So trade places. Look at him just balling over the fence. He don't care. You can do it all. Okay, so we do actually have 1 tank functioning up here. That's better than nothing. I mean, it's going to come into play. Wow, all the infantry retreating back here. Well, they're going to come in play later. They're going to come in play later. They're all kind of cornering the map right now, but let's just get them rounded up. Maybe that'll help with the morale. We still got to get troops up into the next force line. I'm still... Oh, no. Just get there. Get there. I think this is going to be our best attempt. We need to crawl. Everyone can crawl. I mean, if you're tired, you can still crawl. That's one of the positive aspects of this whole thing right here is you can always crawl. Alright. I know it's pushing the limit, guys, but that's what we gotta do. Okay. We're gonna actually slow poke through the forest line here. Use it as a cover. Alright, these guys are now gonna initiate the next step of the assault. And they're gonna do it real fast. All the way up there. We're gonna try and flank up behind the enemy. Lot's gonna be counting on them now, but we're gonna see what we can do to draw fire down here. Push out some infantry just a tiny bit. I mean, if we can get a few guns firing at the same time, that'd be great. Also, over here, let's push these guys up the forest slowly now. There we go. Alright. Are you guys starting to get... They need to rest. They're all tired, but once they've rested, we can probably put them to more use. Move up, comrades. We're fighting our way up the hill. Now we got tank support coming in through the forest. They're going to take it slow, but we're going to get there. Guns at the ready. Oh, look at this. It's working. It's working. Oh, look at this. That Stug is knocked out. Hell yeah, man. Did we do that on the run? Or on the, like... That would have been crazy if we did that. See, they're all going to kind of, in a staggered formation, kind of line up, which is perfect. Oh, this is what we're going to need. I wish we just brought more infantry, but... Honestly, like, we can't spend all the time transporting troops back and forth. This is going to have to do. I think our infantry stands a better chance right now over here, but... See, we're getting these guys through the forest now. This is not a bad idea. We still have one tank alive over here. That's something. I know these are all still very tired, so let them rest. See if they can tend to wounded. They're actually going to tend to wounded. Давай, comrade. Tend to wounded. Tend to wounded. Bashli, bashli. Just saying random words. Look, do we have German infantry retreating in the open? Oh my god. We just fired a... That's a Kubelwagen. Apparently you can destroy a Kubelwagen with shrapnel. I mean, or like, not shrapnel, but you know what I mean. We're getting in on the German flank. They don't want you to do that, so we're gonna do that. While sending up infantry here, and they're so shaken. They don't want to do it. I mean, I kind of get them. Snipers, time to move up. Y'all snipers, you got some tougher skin, don't you? This is a bit of a shame here. This tank is... We can use... Wait, it's No, it's working. It's just that this... I don't know if they've... I don't know what's happened. These guys are broken. They might not even return. Maybe they'll return. Who's their commander? First platoon. Where's first platoon? First platoon's dead. First platoon's all dead. Okay, maybe that's why. Maybe that's why they're so unwilling. I get him, man. I get him. Alright, now it's time to ferry the next troops up. There we go. Nice. This is going to be a nice little breath of fresh air here. Tend to the guys. Look at them. They're advancing slowly here in the forest. Bye-bye! Okay, so... Time for the next move. Yeah. Immobilized. Damn. Oh, they're firing Panzer Shreks at us. Man, it's like most of the infantry I've got here. I mean, I got platoon headquarters, but a lot of the infantry squads are mostly on the right side, it seems. They're so mangled. Like, everyone's so tired and just dead in general. Dead and gone. Yo, why didn't you get moving? You're not out of fuel, are you? Oh, no. We got another situation of stuck below the tank. Oh, no. You can't move. Can you reverse? Can you do anything, man? They're broken, and maybe... Where's 2nd Platoon HQ? He's here. 2nd Platoon HQ is fine. The commander's dead, but you got the assistant commander's dead. Just dismount and talk to him, man. Talk to him. You got some kind of rank, don't you? Just talk to him, man. Alright, we're still moving up here. Surprisingly, I thought more of the AT was going to get to us, but I think we're doing pretty okay. Over here, some AT did get to us, though. You guys are true heroes of the Soviet Union. I mean that. Oh, okay. So, learning that we got immobilized from driving in a... I mean, I don't want to commit the same mistakes twice. Or lose more tanks to that, so... This is how it's going to have to be. I know being ferried on tanks is luxurious and all, but you can't... You got to put that behind you now. This is a different lifestyle. We just got to get the manpower up, you know what I mean? Now it's time to really push up this corridor. That sounds so serious, pushing up the corridor. When we all pull together, that's when we can make it work. That sounds so inspirational. All right, now these guys have now these guys are all rested. They had a martyr there on the side. And they got more tank destroyers up in there. How do we... Oh no, we're losing these tanks too. Guys, I think the Germans might have bested us and our tactic. Well, he's just dead. Okay, let's move. We've lost the flanking element. This one's dismounted. We got 2 active tanks over here, 2 down here. He's just dealing with all the infantry. These guys are so uneager to move. So that we can rule that out completely. We can rule that out. Unfortunately, we've lost 2 tanks to the unencouraged infantry. So that's a fact. Here we're engaged with the enemies here at long range. And I gotta say, if we do this might just work. So we'll slowly move up some units at a time. We'll leave some behind to cover. You know, we'll stop and fire as we go. And we'll stay low. We'll crawl up to the enemy. We have a tank here. They seem to have... Come on, they got... This one's knocked out. That's good. So 1 martyr is actually just knocked out here. Plainly knocked out. They got another martyr here. They got a Stug. And now I don't have any tanks to flank with anymore. I thought this would be what would break the enemy, but it's not. It's not breaking the enemy. It's not. 2 more tanks burning there. This is such a back and forward battle. I love that. Those are really fun. We all like that. Our tank crew isn't going to be the greatest close quarter fighters you've ever seen, that's for sure. But I'm urging everyone right now to move. We got tanks up there. I don't even hear any gunshots right now. That tells me the Germans are pretty suppressed. Now it's the time to move. You guys are 6th Company HQ, 5th Company HQ. Let's go. Let's get to the next set of trees. And up here, the advance continues. We're not pushing back. Why are you crawling back? Someone just fired a Panzerfaust at my tank. Do not appreciate that. Oh, that's a sick camera move. I don't know what just happened. There we go. So at least a dozen guys we can use here. Nice, get move. These guys are still moving up. Here's the retreating pool, simply where they go when they don't want to go any further. I think we've lost the edge of our attack. But I want to try and break the German armor with one last attempt. We have 3 more operational tanks. And oh my, make that 2. Fucking hell. Literally. This is Jesus Christ. I might concede defeat here. It's been a glorious attempt. You can't win them all. You know, the enemy is just German, so you know, that's why. That's why this is happening. The enemy's German, okay? It's been great though. I mean, it's been so fun. I'm sure there's ways I could have perfected this more, but this is my first attempt. If I had my rocket artillery, if I didn't, it's denied. If I had 4 batteries of 300mm rockets shell this area here, we would be good. So, you know, if my artillery wasn't denied because I forgot to bring a forward observer or something, which I didn't even think I needed because it usually says requires forward observer. So, I mean, that's just a mistake. Then we would be fine. Okay, let's hero push, you know what I mean? Just hero push this. I don't care what happens. We gotta give it one last go now. We still have a tank working here, don't we? Yeah. Hero push from 3 directions with 3 tanks. Make that 2 tanks. Wait, put a pause to it. Put a pause. We gotta get this tank going up first. And then we'll get this tank around. Now. Alright, rush for it, guys. Let's go. They're both advancing at a pretty similar rate right now. Just drive. Straight forward. Let's go. Oh. There goes a tank. And there goes a Panzerfaust to the rear. Germans, man. Germans. I mean, we don't have any AT infantry here. The Soviet infantry squads, we don't have like any if we had Panzer Grenadiers, that would be great. But the Germans have the Panzer Grenadiers. We don't. And all my infantry has lost the will to advance. Could be because we've lost platoons and stuff, HQs. But we gotta keep, I mean, now that we've lost the tanks, the battle is pretty much over. So, with the last assets we have, it's a shame. Oh, now it works. Hey, nice. We do have one more tank, 3rd Company HQ. Hey, you know what? For the hell of it, let's ride battalion. You know, it doesn't matter. Let's ride battalion HQ into the battle. We still have some men just, like, bravely trying to... Well, I'm kind of forcing them, so I don't know how brave it is. Oh, yeah, it's opening up. Look at that. Immobilized. It's immobilized, but it's also dismounted, so... Oh my... What the hell? It's a whole nother company. Where did these guys come from? Oh, Panzerschreck. They've been in reserve waiting. It's a German counterattack. Look at the amount, dude. They've been in the forest back here, just hiding, and now they're counterattacking because they think we're broken, and we are broken. So that's a pretty correct statement. Man, German tank hunters. If we had any heavier tanks, maybe some IS-1s or KV-2s or KV-1s or KV-85s or... Yeah, I don't know. If we... 300 mils of rockets. I would put them there where the enemy tank fighters are, or the tank hunters and packs, but... Man, look at the amount of German infantry coming out of the forest now. They're counterattacking. This is a counterattack. This is German command saying it's time to counterattack. So, now that Battalion HQ is mounted, let's you know, ride him up the corridor one last time in a glorious attempt. I mean, he's got a lot of friendlies up here, so let's just do it. Right at the enemy. You've got your orders, man. Let's go. You don't want to. What is wrong with you now, man? No one else is coming. You just drove up here. You don't want to carry battalion command? You got a problem with that? Okay, he wants to do it alone. I don't think he... Is there a... You're a captain, dude. Or lieutenant. I think you're a captain. But still. Get on the tank. I'll let you get your head up there. You got a nice hat, too. Oh, he's putting... Oh, what? He's grabbed a rifle. I don't think he had a rifle before. If I tell the... He really just doesn't want to do it, does he? Okay, then. Last tank. Even the AI knows it's so suicidal, they don't want to do it. These squads are all broken. I mean, I'm not... Even if I... It's like, I'm not going to get them to do it. The AI is... I mean, I get it. They're under fire from all the directions. They have no armor. They're all loosely... They're all disconnected to each other. It's just... It's a slaughter, man. I think we're going to have to call it... But it's been a great battle. I've had so much fun. I thought we kind of did it. We captured one of the objectives, but we just don't have enough cream to do it, to get it all the way. I mean, we're still putting up a fight. Maybe, what if we just rush this tank at the enemy German infantry here? This mad-ass... Look. You got targets, boy. Oh, you got plenty of targets. Right ahead, man. Run him over. I don't care. Oh. That did kill a few friendlies, though, when they hit it. But yeah, there's just too many Germans around. It's a lost battle. They're counterattacking. They're even sending up their tank destroyers. I don't know what they had, but we've been bested, man. We lost too many tanks on this flank. We have lost... Look how many tanks we've lost here. 4, 5, 8 tanks. 8 tanks on this side. This flank was a better approach. If we could have amassed 8 plus the 6 we had here, so but if 14 tanks down this side would have been fantastic down that flank. I thought this flank was going to be okay too, but apparently not. They had a lot of AT focusing us down. Guys, it's been an hour of a fighting. I'm gonna call it a Is there a way to surrender? Yeah. Surrender. I'm gonna surrender to the enemy. Yeah. We killed... Oh! We killed almost as many as we lost, which is really good for Soviets. We destroyed 2 enemy tanks, 2 armored vehicles, and 2 other vehicles. We lost 36 tanks, which is terrible. 158 of us were wounded. 252 killed, 178 survivors. So, in general, it's a pretty similar stat, just slightly less on the German side. Way fewer tanks, but this is what they had left. They had 1 tank destroyer, 1 Stug, 1 Marder, and a lot of infantry. Where are these guys? Where's Battalion HQ? Back here. Sturmgeschützbrigaden. Wow. Thank you guys for watching the video. It's 2nd Battalion. Yeah, they had Grenadiers. Like, not that many left. If they hadn't been so bloody deadly. Their AT was so deadly. Well, that's just a Eastern Front battle for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon again.